Hi, my name's Lorcan Rabbitte. I'm a middle distance runner from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. I've been running since 2020. My preferred track event is steeplechase. However, I also enjoy cross country.
This first heat we have 5 heats of the boys, so I imagine these are going to semi-finals. But in this one we've got 6 runners: Callum Murray from Aquinas College, Thomas White from Wellington College, Lorcan Rabbitte from Havelock North, Maxis Mulvis from Green Bay High School, Azrael Kabasale from Tauranga Boys, and Jesse Park from Auckland Grammar.
They look like they've gone out at a really fast pace this heat. I think that might be Callum Murray at the front. I'm not 100% sure, but he is the fastest PB going into this heat of 1:56. So, yeah, they're looking like they're really pulling that pace on.
Yeah, looking very honest. And these boys probably watch what happened in the girls' race, where they don't want to leave it to that last heat, but can sit back and watch what time they need to run. And so getting out nice and honest, right up on the toes there. And this is where we get into that painful zone. That last 150 metres or so, this top bend can feel like absolute death. And you can see a few grimaces on the faces, but good, strong running here from our leader, really pulling away and trying to inch forward to maybe nab one of these semi-final spots. There's a few runners just after those leading 2.
Yeah,
just maybe not quite adjusting properly to what that mild wind is doing. Maybe the adrenaline's getting him too fast up to the board. But anyway, we kick off with the 2,000 metre steeples. So for the junior grades, for the under 18s, they will be doing 2,000 metres, whereas the under 20s and senior do the traditional 3,000 metres. So you can see there we've got 5 barriers to jump on the track, and one of those is a water jump. So, and these barriers do not move. So you need to have good hurdling technique, but it really comes down to who's got that strength to combine with the hurdling.
Young, sitting in 3rd spot. Just lope their way through. So 2 kilometres for our under 18 athletes. You see at the front it's Clay. So we've got there Rabbitte, Ian Pugh out of Waikato Bay of Plenty is Louis Andrus. In fact, it's Louis Andrus that's just moving forward. At the back there is Lucas Hoya, so running out of Southland Province.
And this is one of those events where typically in a middle distance event, there's a lot of tactics involved of using more energy if you're at the front and conserving energy if you're back in the pack. But in the steeples, just having that free runway in front of you can be a big advantage, not having to chop your stride. So often you'll see the more favoured athletes go straight to the front and really control the race up front.
Yes, Harrison McGregor, looks like he's been moved down to 2nd there. Can he maintain? No, he can't. Clipped the side anyway, which would have been a bit disappointing for Harrison. As they come through, got 3 laps to go. Take another flight of... So Blessing Sefel now has the advantage in the men's discus with a throw of 50.5 metres. It's Harrison McGregor in 50.5. Sorry, I can't give you the exact number here, but something is just being flicked on our screen, so now we're only getting to see 1 digit as opposed to both digits. So at the moment it's Sefel, McGregor, Brown, Mucker, Sawyer, Hansen, Small. It's 1 through 7. Back to the a little bit of a chuckle there for Ian Pugh. Got himself a little bit more water than what he was planning. Came out and gave it a little bit of a wave, had a laugh at himself, and he's still running in 4th spot. Very much to Chris here, who's managed to sort that little issue out. So Blessing Sefel leading with 50.57. Harrison McGregor 49.58. Connor Brown, 53 metres, 82 centimetres, and Percy Maka, who for me feels as though that was the biggest thrower there. 53.77, but just could not stay inside the circle. I think he'll be a bit disappointed, Percy, to be sitting outside there.
So 4 athletes in the steeples just pulling away, led there by Louis Andre, who's been doing a good job of just controlling the race up the front. And so we've got from Hawke's Bay Gisborne just right on his tail, Lorcan Rabbitte, who is looking good. And I've got to say the Hawke's Bay Gisborne athletes have been really performing well. We saw that big victory from Carson Vesty in the 1500 men's under 20, and there's a real sense of excitement amongst the locals.
Why wouldn't you? You get to train in great weather at a great facility like this one. Unsurprising at all that they're performing, really, isn't it?
And some really interesting tactics there. We saw a big move from Lorcan just coming up on the inside and really pushing the tempo now. So that group of 4 has split up. We've got Louis Andre, who's been leading the whole way. Just, wow, look at that. We've got about 40 metres opened up already. So really showing a good clean pair of heels now. Is this going too soon? We'll have to wait.
I think there was a bit of confusion. I think they were trying to actually get the marker down to signify 1 lap.
Yeah, the bell should have gone.
I think we are on the final lap, so yeah, it is
finally,
gone now.
Finally, we've found the bell, so the bell is ringing. So this should be good comfort to Lorcan that he hasn't gone too early.
In defence of our wonderful volunteer down there, the thing got absolutely snagged. I can understand why, so I think we can cut them a little bit of slack. They're pretty darn good at what they do.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will be yelling out 1 lap to go as well. So here they come. That's the last attack of the water jump. Can we see a resurgence from Louis Andre? He's sitting in that 2nd position at the moment. But here we go. It's another local boy, Lorcan Rabbitte. He's staring down the barrel of a national title here in the under-18s 2,000 metre steeples.
And he's just going to canter to the line. And another title to a local athlete.
It's a good field. It's a strong field. And I'm expecting there's Louis Andres on the inside. He's just trying to get that easy run. And the tall figure of Toby Tasker in that maroon shirt from King's College, he's going to sit in there, and he'll be want to be close to the front. He's a big, long leg stride, and he's going to just try and sit there and go around in the tactics. So they'll come up to the water jump. Louis has just checked his stride, but he's done that well. All the boys safely over, and you'll notice they take up a lot more space when there's not so much room in that water. The water pit when 4 or 5 boys that are supposed to 3 or 4 girls.
The elbows come out, that's for sure. So leading the way is Louis Andre from Hillcrest, setting a good honest pace. You can see how that field is already stretched out just 300 metres into this race, and it looks like 4 athletes might be just going a little bit clear. We've got Toby Tasker up there, Lorcan Rabbitte, and we've got the 4th athlete in the mix as well from Whanganui Collegiate, maybe Daniel
Havelock North High School. We've seen the girl that got 2nd in the 800. She's from there. So was Carson Vesty. We'll see him later on in the 1500s. And these are very fast men. So here we go. So Louis Andres, he was running in behind those 3,000 metre runners the other day, and 2 weeks ago in Auckland he ran a very, very good time. So we know he's got speed. We know he's got a bit of determination. So he's decided to take it early and stay at the front. So it'll be interesting to see if he can split the field a bit more. Yeah, there's Daniel coming through. Oh, he's had a trip. Daniel Sigley from Whanganui Collegiate. He just tripped. Lucky as he didn't get, spike from Toby Tarsus. Big right foot coming down there. But he's picked himself up, and he's noticed he's picked himself up and got his stride back, and he's over the hurdle. He's just moved in front of Toby. So Daniel Sigley looking pretty good there, considering he had a bit of a trip. Hasn't given much away, really.
Yeah, Louis Andre continues to lead, continues to set the pace. Our boy from Hillcrest High School. So Hillcrest High, jump in that comment section. Send some love to your boy who's come here with a mission to run from the front and claim a senior boys steeple title. It's so easy to happen, this one, because you've got to be prepared to jump off both, hurdle off both feet. in this steeples, and sometimes you can just second guess yourself, and then you find that barrier arise very, very quickly when you're moving along at faster than 20 k's an hour. So
Lucas Hui there with the unfortunate miscalculation. I think it was Lucas from James Hargis College down in Invercargill. But, you know, that's can be rather painful if you get the timing wrong on that, Hayden, as you'll know. Louis Andres, he's got that determined look when he comes out of the water. There's another trip. So Daniel Sinclair's pulled something there. Now, he was definitely a medal contention.
That's really unfortunate for Daniel. It looks like maybe lower back, maybe a glute. Yeah, yes. Something's been pulled.
Wasn't happy with that landing, was he? He just pulled up and automatically took himself out into the inside of the track, which is not like him. So
it takes a lot for a runner to pull out of the race. They are used to pain. They do it at least once a week. They'll put themselves in a pretty dark place on the training pitch. So for an athlete to pull the pin means that there must be something going on that will need to be seen by a physio. But Louis Andre is doing a great job of just pulling away from this field. You can see that gap is probably 30 metres now. It's stretching out. We're struggling to keep them, top three athletes, all in the picture at the same time.
There we go. Toby Tasker's trying to outstride. Yes, he is. He's trying to outstride. That's a shame because Daniel Sinclair is a very competent runner. Like I say, he was in our New Zealand cross-country team. There were only 12 boys we took overseas, and he was there. And we know that he likes the tougher runs. But to whether it's a past injury or one he's just done, but straight away he just pulled up and got out of the way. Now, I mean, credit to him to pull out not to run on an injury if he's that bad, but you could see he was actually wincing. And when you've got your hand on that back part of the back, lower part of the back, you're going,
yeah,
it's not good.
You actually get a lot of power from that sort of lumbar region in your back. So yeah, you can definitely easily tweak something when you're coming off the high barrier onto the water trough. So here goes Louis Andre. He came in with a game plan to run from the front. He continues to pull away from Lorcan, Rabbitte and Toby Tasker behind. So there's going to be a good battle for second and third because fourth isn't too far back either. Yes. But Louis is doing a great job from Hillcrest High. Looks like he's just been putting in the mahi in the steeples over the winter period. And if you're wondering what the Te Reo name is for the 2,000 metre steeples, I'll try and get this right. Taiapa Ruamano Mita.
Yeah, Taiapa. Yeah, over in the Ruamano, that's just Rua is 2, Mano is 100. 1,000 metre. Yeah, so Taiapa Ruamano Mita. Yep, that's the.
And if you are a steeplechase runner, or rather a hurdler, it'd be a Kaipeke Taiapa.
I think these guys are those are the seniors, aren't they? Taiapa Toru, 3,000 metres. Here we go, that was a water jump. So Toby Tasker's done well here.
Big finish here. Here he comes, Louis Andre. He sees the finish line. He sees the national title. He's going to dip beneath 6 minutes. Puts the hands in the air because that was a very well-run race. Wonderful from Louis, and big finish here. I think Toby Tasker just.
Hi, my name's Richard Potts. I've been coaching since 2009. I've represented New Zealand over 15 and 5,000 metres and at the World Cross Country and World Half Marathon Championships. I was coached by both my parents, who were both Olympic coaches. I've been coaching Lorcan Rabbitte for the last 5 to 6 years, and he has come from a swimming and mountain bike background. He's pretty lucky to be a naturally talented steeplechaser to get over those hurdles, and we really haven't worked much on his hurdling technique, only now and then doing hurdles and reps. He's run sub 2 minute 800 metres, and I know we can improve his base speed over 8 and 15 this year. Lorcan's a dedicated athlete and gets stuck into his training. He loves his hills, he loves his tough workouts on the track as well. I think his swimming background has made him a much tougher athlete and racer, and a far better athlete overall. His steeplechase times can definitely come down with a bit more work on his hurdle technique. I think he has a bright future in front of him.